Om Shanti, 10th August 2024, Sakar Murli. Essence. Sweet children, all your desires are now being fulfilled and your stomachs are becoming full. The Father has come to make you souls fully satisfied. Question. You children no longer perform devotion, and yet, how are you definitely still devotees? Either you do not perform devotion, but you are still devotees. Answers to it. For as long as you have body consciousness, you are devotees. You are studying to become knowledgeable. When you pass your examinations and become Karmatit, you will be called completely knowledgeable. There will then be no need to study. Shanti, there are two things, God and the devotees, children and the Father. There are many devotees, but there is only the one God. You children find these things very easy. Souls perform devotion through their bodies. Why? Sweet God, the Father. You devotees have now understood the drama. When you souls have become completely knowledgeable, you won't remain here. When you pass an examination while studying at school, go to the next class. God is now teaching you. Knowledgeable souls have no need to study. God is teaching devotees. You know that we souls used to perform. The Father is teaching us how we can move away from devotion and enter knowledge. We don't perform devotion now, but we still become body conscious. To understand that those devotees don't know God. They themselves say, we do not know. Father also asks those who are number of devotees, did you know the God whose you were? There has to be only one God. Here, there are so many gods. They continue to call themselves God. That is called ignorance. There is extreme darkness in devotion. The path of devotion. Devotees sing, and the Sadguru gives the ointment of knowledge, the darkness of ignorance is dispelled. Gurus cannot give the ointment of this knowledge. There are many gurus. Children know what you used to do in devotion, whom you used to remember, and whom you used to worship. You have now become free from the darkness of devotion because you now know the Father. The Father has given you his introduction. Sweetest children, you are souls. You play your parts through those bodies. Knowledge is unlimited. You continue to play unlimited parts. You have left the limited and gone into the unlimited. This world population has also been unlimited by expanding, and it will then definitely become limited. Children now know how you go from the limited into the unlimited to into the limited. Each soul is like a tiny star. People understand this and yet they have such a huge lingam image. What can they do? Because they cannot worship a tiny. They say a star shines in the star, and how can they worship that star? One knows God, but they know about souls. Each soul resides in the center of a forehead. That's all. It doesn't enter their intellects that each soul takes a body and plays his part. Were the first ones who performed worship. You used to make huge lingams. Continue to make bigger and bigger images of Ravan day by day. We cannot make smaller images of Ravan. Human beings are at first small and then they become big. We never show Ravan as small. He doesn't become big or small. He is not physical. Five vices are called Ravan. There is growth of the five vices because people continue to become man. Previously, There wasn't so much body consciousness, but has continued to increase. They worship one and then worship another. It has continued to go in that way. Souls have become tamopradhan. The intellects of no other human beings in the world are aware of when they are satopradhan and then when they become tamopradhan. People are completely ignorant of these things. This knowledge is not difficult. Father comes and gives you complete easy knowledge. Gives you that. Even then, there is just the essence of the study that remains. We souls are children of the Father. We have to remember the Father. Please also remember that only a handful out of millions emerged. Only a handful out of multi-million Father accurately. Whom do they know accurately? Father. Ask, can the Father be like that? Everyone knows their Father. So, why have they forgotten the Father? It's called the game of a maze. There are limited fathers and there is a limited Father. We receive an inheritance from the fathers. Receive a small inheritance from limited father. Day by day, it gradually becomes very little. It is as though it is nothing. Until the unlimited father comes, your stomach cannot be. Your stomachs become complete. Father comes and fills your stomach. Every aspect fills your stomach in such a way that no longer he fulfills all your desires and you become fully satisfied souls. Just as a departed soul becomes satisfied when examined dead. This is unlimited satisfaction. Look how much difference there is. Look how much difference there is between the limited satisfaction and the unlimited. By knowing the Father, you become satisfied because the Father is making you into the heaven. And know that you are children of the Father. Everyone remembers the Father. Even though some people say that this is nature, that means that they will merge into the element. Father has told that no one can merge into the Brahma element. This is an eternal drama that continues to turn. There is no need at all to be concerned about. The cycle of the four ages continues to turn, continue identically. There is just the one Father and also one world. People beat their heads so much and think that there is a world on the moon or the stars. They look for that so much. They even think of buying a plot of land on the moon. But how would that be possible? Whom would they pay? That is called the arrogance of science. However, there is nothing really there. People continue to try to do, but it is all the pomp of Maya. They have an even greater show than that of heaven. They have completely forgotten him. There was limitless wealth. Look how much wealth they away from just the one temple. There was so much wealth in Bharat alone. All the treasure stores were overflowing. At that time, all these treasure stores were overflowing. That is golden age. Muhammad Ghaznavi came and looted everything. Remained powerful for half a cycle, and there is no mention of stealing, etc. There is no kingdom of Ravan at that time. As soon as the kingdom of Ravan begins, stealing, looting, and fighting, etc. begin. People mention the name of Ravan. Ravan is not a being, that is just the existence of the vices. Look what people do for Ravan. Celebrate so much. Who used to celebrate Dashera? People used to go and see how they burn an image of Ravan and then they would go to loot the gold, that collect a yellow parasite from. What was that? You now wonder about all of those things. Look what you became and how they have a big day. They continue the path of devotion like playing with dolls and how long it continues. They don't do so much in the beginning. Then expansion gradually took place and look what the condition has now become. Why do they spend so much money on images and all of that is a waste of money? They spend hundreds of thousands of rupees building temples. The father sits here and explains to you with so much love. I gave you children so much wealth. So, where did you lose it all? Look what you have become in the Ravan from what you were. It isn't that you have to remain happy by thinking that it is the will of God. That is not the will of God. That is the will of Maya. You are now your fortune of the kingdom of God, where there is no question of sorrow. Now that you receive the understanding how much difference there is between God's will and Maya's will, but that too is number according to your efforts. Can understand which one receive the injection of knowledge. So and so has been injected well with the injection of knowledge. So and so has been injected less, and so has not been injected. Baba knows this. Everything depends on your service. From your service that the Father can tell you. This one has not been injected at all. He doesn't know how to do service at all. There are also some who are injected with this knowledge more, whereas others have not injected at all. He said, when the Sadguru gives the ointment of knowledge, the darkness of ignorance is dispelled. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the ocean of knowledge and the ocean of happiness. People have then said that he is in pebbles and stones. You children should have so much faith that the unlimited Father is giving you unlimited happiness. You sing Unlimited Baba. When you come, you will belong to and we will only follow your direction. The path of devotion, the Father. This part is only performed at this time. Now that the Father teaches you, you know that this part of studying will come again after 5,000 years. Father will come again after 5,000 years. All souls are brothers and then they adopt bodies and their paths. The human world also continues to grow. There is a stock of souls, just as the stock of human. To that extent, there will be a stock of souls there. There cannot be one more or one less actor. All of you are unlimited actors. You have all received eternal paths. Wonderful. Children have now become so sensible. The study is so elevated. It is the Father, the knowledge himself who is teaching you. All the rest are oceans of devotion. Just as there is respect for devotion, so there is also knowledge. People make so many donations, so much charity on the path of devotion in the name of God. This is because such big Vedas and scriptures are created. You children have now received understanding of the difference between devotion and this knowledge. Such broad and unlimited intellects are needed. Your vision would never be drawn to anyone. Would you say, see the there to see in them? Don't have any desires in this. All of this is going to be destroyed. Whatever everyone has is going to be destroyed. The stomach only wants two chapatis. But people so much sin even that. At this time there is nothing sin in the world. The stomach makes you commit a lot of sin. Will continue to others. They even earn a lot of money. They hide so much money, but what can the government do? However, no matter how much they try to hide it, it cannot remain hidden. There will now also be natural calamities. Only a little more time remains. Father says you can do whatever you want for the livelihood of your bodies. You are not forbidden to do that. The of children should always remain high. Constantly remember the Father and the inheritance. The Father is making you into the masters of the world. All the earth and sky will be. There are no limitations at that time. You children know that you are the masters. Earth is remembered as an imperishable land. You children should have a lot of happiness. There is also limited study, but this is an unlimited study that the unlimited Father is teaching you. You should remember such a Father. Children can understand what physical business etc. are. They are nothing at all. Whereas, what is the inheritance they receive from the Father? There is the difference of day and night. While continuing with your worldly businesses, etc., you can still claim a double crown. The Father has come to teach you children, so you should remain happy. You have to continue to do all the work, other work too. Understand that this world is old. All preparations are being made for its destruction. They perform such acts that there is fear of a big war starting. All of that has to happen according to the drama. It isn't that God is making it, it is fixed in the drama. Okay, then tomorrow destruction has to take place. You are now studying. A new world is definitely needed for you. Remember these things, become happy. Baba has taken this chariot, but this one doesn't. He renounced everything. What would I do with this when I it's obvious. Baba had a song composed, and the first one found Allah. What would he this donkey ship? He also gave away everything less and owned everything up completely. He even gave his body to Baba. I'm going to become a master of the world. I have become a master of many things. It's so easy. Live at home for yourselves to be souls and remember other. Cha, the sweetest beloved long lost and now found children. Love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste, spiritual children. Spiritual say Namaste, spiritual for that. First, you have to become fully satisfied and have unlimited intellect so that your anything let there be no desires in your heart because all this is to be destroyed. While acting for the livelihood of your body, let your mercury of happiness remain constant. Remember the Father and the inheritance. Remove your everything limited. Please keep it in unlimited. Blessing. May you become double light by making intense effort and cross all situations while experiencing entertainment. Some children say, "See, I am fine." There is this bondage of sanskars with other people or with the atmosphere. No matter what the reason may be or how it may be, intense effort maker will cross all situations as though they are not. Such a soul constantly experiences entertainment. Such a stage is called the flying stage, and the sign of the flying stage is being double light. No type of burden can take such a soul uphill. Make every virtue and every aspect of knowledge your own.